everybody. This is Lara Alcantara, your host for Latina Dynamite. We are here with Claudia Talamas, who's a fashion stylist in New York City. And we are going to talk about her new projects because I walked in today and I heard there are airplanes coming her way. So what is going on, Claudia? Tell us a little bit about what you do and where you're going.
So I have been in New York for 9 years, pursuing my career in fashion as a stylist. I came here originally to work in the business side of fashion, and now I am, well, when I started that, I decided that I wanted to be more creative, so I did the whole styling thing. I assisted some stylists. I assisted on all, over 50 covers, so that I would select the looks and make sure that they were all delivered on time and properly for the shoot. And so that's, that was a great learning experience because I made contacts with all the PR people for the brands, which is super important in our industry. And I was able to know how a shoot works from beginning to end.
So how does your job starts? First you get an email.
Yeah, you get an email or a call that someone wants you to do a photo shoot for them, and you basically put together a whole team. So you're kind of like a fashion editor in the sense that you have to put together boards, a team of photographer, hair and makeup, model, and it's very stressful because everyone's schedules are different, and of course you're going around, especially the model. You always want the best model, and
she's never available.
You're waiting till the last minute until they're like, okay, this model's available.
Okay.
And then you start according to what they want from you, the theme of the issue, and a lot of things go into it. You decide, you pick the clothes that you think would look good. So if it's a future issue, an issue about millennials, let's say, I would do maybe a futuristic theme and pick a bunch of metallics and stuff that's more new millennial type clothing. And then from there you request the clothing and you see what the designers have available for the dates that you're requesting.
Okay, wow, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the day before, 2 days before, you start getting all the clothes, and that's when the magic happens. And
the magic happens. So wait, so you're in charge of getting photographers, getting stylists, not stylists because you're the stylist, but getting the makeup, getting everybody together. Is that your job?
For editorials, it depends. For Vogue Mexico, I would be in charge of that because I'm usually the one that proposes it to Vogue Mexico.
Okay.
But for other publications, a photographer can call me and be like, hey, I have this team put together already. I want to do a shoot with florals, let's say. Okay. And then, that in that case, I wouldn't have to do anything. Wow. Or with my client, I would only have to take care of the clothing part.
Okay, all right.
And with my clients, my advertising clients, the clothes is provided and they provide the team as well. And
okay.
So
they choose the actors.
It depends on the project.
Models.
Correct.
And all that stuff.
Right.
Wow. All right.
I grew up in Miami. My mom is Cuban. She came from Cuba when she was 2 years old. And my father was born and raised in Miami, but his background is Palestinian.
Everything that I've seen that you've done is really, really colorful. Yeah. It's overlays. Everything is colorful. The backgrounds are colorful. I don't know if you have anything to do with choosing the location.
Right.
But all of your locations are insanely colorful. And I've noticed that, okay, so if you have some Cuban in you, do you think that has anything to do with your style?
Absolutely, yes. I have a very Latin style, I think.
Yes, I think so too.
Lately I've been trying to go the other route and do more simple, but it still comes out with jewelry, and I just love layering and colors, and it just represents who I am. Clothes, you have to use advertisers, and obviously advertisers are Chanel and Gucci and the big brands, but I feel with accessories, I could always help people out with that, and use my friends that are trying to make it too in this crazy industry.
I know, it's always said, and I think I told you this the first time we met, that we grow together.
Right.
Like there is, like you need to help the people that are around you that are trying to make it. If you're a photographer and you know somebody that has a magazine or needs a photographer, then you put them together. That would be the logical thing to do. And I find that you are very into like not only supporting but promoting, which is really great. So, all right. And how was your experience moving from Miami, which is such a chill city, to this crazy jungle called New York City? Like, how did you have people that you knew here? Like, how did you throw yourself into style?
I moved with a job, so I was going to be doing sales for a showroom. And I lived on my friend's couch for 6 months.
Nice. See, everybody has to do that, guys.
After a year of working there, I decided, my sister introduced me to a stylist here in New York, and I met with her and we hit it off great. And she's like, "Come to a shoot. Come work with me at a shoot."
Wow.
So I went, and I went as an intern, and I was steaming all day, but it was the most beautiful pieces ever. You know, it was the first time I had ever seen like all these like runway pieces in person.
Wow.
And I, you know, steaming and just looking around and just getting a feel for everything. And then from there, I mean, I owe a lot to her. Like she liked me. She liked my work ethic, and I just she started hiring me like on a case-by-case basis, and before you knew it, I was her assistant.
Belt obsession? Is that a true?
Oh my God.
And that you have the greatest belt collection ever, from the best vintage pieces. I know, is this true? Tell us about your belt collection.
I love my belts. And on all my travels, I've gotten a lot of belts at thrift stores, or you know, like native to the country. Or my sister this Christmas bought me a Moschino belt, like one of the old school ones that I've always wanted. Nice. I collect a lot of Moschino belts, like vintage ones too. So I have another one from a store here in New York that's like amazing.
How many belts do you have?
Oh my God, probably like 100.
Oh my God. Well, next time I think we're gonna have to go vintage shopping with you in New York. What's your favorite snack?
Oh my God, I'm not a big snacker.
You're not?
No.
Oh my God, I'm the biggest snacker.
Snack, though. I would take a latte and a cigarette.
A latte and a cigarette. We are going to do that right after this. Oh my God, that sounds so good. We're going to go to your friend's restaurant where we couldn't shoot because there was construction next door. And we're going to go get a latte and a cigarette. That sounds very good. So stay tuned. Latina Dynamite. This is Claudia Talamas, fashion stylist, New York City. And we are checking out. See ya.